welcome back to Commentea. If you want to help support our channel, please hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, and share our video.
Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified every time we upload.
Pew! Pew, 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 pew! Trigger warning: if you are sensitive to talking about weight loss, surgery, or eating disorders, this is your warning. We're going to be reacting to what I eat in a day after gastric bypass plus emotional eating chat.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I've been getting a lot of requests to do more what I eat in a day after gastric bypass videos, so I'm going to do one for you guys today. Very standard, simple, straightforward what I eat in a day video. I am about 3.5 months post-op right now, so let's go ahead and make some breakfast. So I've actually done a what I eat in a day video before. One of my favorite things to have is a scrambled egg with a little bit of avocado, but I have that most days. But lately I've been really into yogurt. It's been a really simple, easy meal for me in the morning because kind of something that's happened to me since the surgery. Let me know if you've had a similar experience. I find a lot of things don't go down as easy in the morning than they do at night. I feel like, I don't know, maybe sleeping resets my stomach and it's a little bit tighter, smaller. I don't know. Just like very specific things don't go down as well as others. And yogurt is something that I really like to eat in the morning, or the scrambled eggs and avocado. So I've been...
Is she eating heavier at night?
She's making it seem like she's pushing her body to eat things maybe that she shouldn't be, so it ends up stretching it out. So by the nighttime when she is eating whatever thing she's eating, it's not as uncomfortable. She's obviously eating things she's not supposed to be eating if it's painful or uncomfortable.
Well, she has commented, right, that she eats
things that make her sick, that are too heavy or too sugary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it was. So maybe she's still doing that. She's still trying to see how
she can hack her way into
exactly into eating though.
Yogurt, I feel like that's okay as long as there's not a lot of sugar. And you know, sometimes those yogurts have a lot of sugar. I think a better alternative, if I want to cut down on sugar, I eat plain Greek yogurt, and you can always add in fresh fruit and, you know, can blend it up so it's not hard to go down. But that already is a natural sweetener and has far less sugar than some of those yogurts.
Bonnie, I actually just put in my Instacart order these Waco's Greek yogurts that are like higher in protein. I can't remember what they're called. I'll put them on the screen here, but just to have a like higher protein option is what I'm going to be buying in the future. But to be honest, my husband always has Giovanni's, so these are his, and I've just like had one the other day and I'm like, I'm kind of vibing with this yogurt. It goes down super easily, gives me a little bit of protein to kick off the day, and it's like just enough to fill me up, you know, because now I don't eat a lot during most meals. So, and you know what's interesting? Since having the surgery, I get full really quickly, but I find myself getting hungry every couple hours. So like, I don't always have a strict like 3 meal a day. I sometimes have smaller meals throughout the day. So we'll kind of just see where the day takes us. Some days I do eat like a 3 meal a day. And like I said, sometimes I end up eating smaller meals, you know, like 5 times a day. I listen to my body, I feel when I'm hungry, and I focus on getting a good amount of protein. So I'm gonna eat the rest of my yogurt, and I'll see you guys when we eat our next meal. Lunchtime, I'm gonna make myself a low carb chicken quesadilla. I love this meal. So my nutritionist in my program doesn't mind if I have carbs, just wants me to have like not a crazy amount. And if I do, I opt for a whole wheat low carb option. So I love these Mission carb balance whole wheat tortillas, only 5 grams of carbs, 110 calories, 0 sugar, and one of them has 9 grams of protein as well. So those are a great option for, you know, a little like roll up sandwich or a quesadilla. And I have my chicken defrosting in the microwave. I always keep chicken breast in the freezer and take it out as I need it. And I have some low fat Mexican cheese as well. Okay, so I'm about to show you guys the coolest thing that you need to grab on Amazon if you have had gastric bypass or you're tracking macros or something. Well, let me flip my chicken. Now, I'm not obsessed with calorie counting. I don't recommend being obsessed with calorie counting. I use this purely to like track my protein because I'm really focused on getting that protein that I need to hit every day. So this is a smart scale, and it's actually pretty affordable for what it does. It's crazy. So it attaches to an app in your phone, and it has Bluetooth, and basically for things especially like chicken breast, you can go ahead and put in what you're weighing, and then you can weigh it on here, and it will break down the calories, all of this, the protein, carbs, everything. Because like sometimes you kind of just guesstimate how much chicken you're having. You can do this with anything. Like there's so much on here, and the app actually works really well. It has good reviews. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works with the chicken. All right, so I am gonna cut this up and cook it, but we've got our chicken breast on there. I wash the hand. So I just clicked on the raw chicken breast option, and it breaks it all down for me both on the app and on the scale. So we've got 7.6 ounces of raw chicken breast, 258 calories, 48 grams of protein. Is that not just like the coolest thing ever? Like, again, if you're tracking your protein or your macros or whatever, like such a great...
This is actually really cool. This is...
I actually do, yeah.
I'm like, I kind of want this. It's not that expensive. I think I looked it up. It was like $25 or something.
Oh, wow.
At the time I looked at it. That's good that she's measuring her food. I feel like, you know, she's already how many months into this and she's just now measuring it. Wasn't she supposed to be doing that before?
Since the beginning.
Yeah, maybe she was doing it manually, or I don't know.
She was calculating.
Yeah, looking it up and hoping she was right. I don't know. That's good on her for weighing her chicken and knowing how much protein she should be eating.
I will link it down below, but now back to cooking. I'm going to chop this up and just put a little avocado oil in my pan, and then we'll season our chicken. All right, cook them up. I like my chicken in tiny pieces, and then to season, all I'm going to do is some adobo, my favorite all-in-one seasoning. And then we'll assemble our quesadilla. All right, our chicken is cooked up. I'm just letting it brown a little bit more. And then I threw some avocado oil spray down in this pan, and I just threw down one of those tortillas. And I'm going to put a little bit of cheese and let it start to melt before I add the chicken. I do about 1/4 cup, and I think I'm going to add some pickled jalapenos too for a little spice. And now I'm just going to transfer the chicken onto one side, just fold it over, and voila. I'm doing it like this because realistically, I'm probably be able to eat these two, and then in a few hours I'll eat the other two. But like, it's so crazy to think like before I had the surgery, like I would have eaten like 2 full one of these and been full. Like I would have done like 1 tortilla, toppings, and then another tortilla, which would have been 2 of these, like in total. So it's just crazy to think like, I think that's the best way for me to break it down. I know I'm gonna get full after these 2 because I've eaten this like many times. Like I can truly eat a quarter of what I used to eat and get full the same way. So just to like kind of put that into perspective, but you can't go wrong. It's super high protein and low carb. And just like clockwork, you learn what you can handle. I'm stuffed. Like it's still weird. Like it's so crazy. It's been months, and getting full this quickly is still just so weird. It's a mind fuck sometimes, because there's definitely moments where I'm enjoying my quesadilla. I'm like, I would like to eat more of my quesadilla, but I'm genuinely just so full I don't want any more. It's like mentally you want more, but physically you don't. But thankfully, I'm someone when I feel that like real fullness, like, oh, like I don't want to eat more, which is something I learned in the therapy we all have to go through, like psychiatric evaluation and counseling. And I learned in that I don't struggle with binge eating disorder. I struggle with emotional eating, because she told me that people who struggle with binge eat past the point of fullness. Like it's all mental. It's all just like they don't stop after they're like full, even eating like a bag of bread, even if they don't enjoy it. And I'm someone who is an emotional eater, and it stems from my childhood. And I learned a lot in counseling. I've seen some comments asking about it, so I thought I would just touch on it for like a second here. I've really learned in therapy how to cope with my emotions. And this surgery really does kind of force you, if you do struggle with it.
I'm kind of like confused. Maybe I'm just ignorant on this topic, but the difference between emotional eating and binge eating, I thought you binge eat because it's emotions that make you want to binge eat. Am I wrong? I don't know.
That's what my understanding was. Usually, from what I've seen other people talk about, is they go through this phase where there's things happening in their life. They have a moment where they start eating before they realize that they already ate a whole bag of chips and like a pint of ice cream.
Didn't she just talk about in another video eating a bunch of Doritos, saying like, I just wish I could just eat a whole bag of Doritos? Isn't that binge eating?
But the other thing too is that from a biased standpoint, like if you know you're trying to get this bypass surgery, could you manipulate the conversation that you're having with the psychiatrist?
Oh, for
to
sure.
be able to
qualify
for surgery? Like if you really wanted it, you know?
I was gonna say that she physically already met the requirements for having the surgery because of her BMI was high. There must be like an emotional part that also has to pass. But then you're also thinking about healthcare, you know, off topic, healthcare in general. They want their money. So they're going to try to pass you as quickly as possible because
it's all profit.
My opinion.
How to like deal with your emotions in a healthier way than just eating. I've always eaten for comfort when I'm stressed or sad or lonely, and like I've found other sources of joy beyond food now to help with my emotional eating, because the surgery really does force you to face that, because like you can't just sit down and open a pint of ice cream and eat it when you're sad. Like you might have to go for a walk or journal or do some self-care, you know, like you might have to call a friend. Like there's other things I've learned to do to replace food when my emotions are a little, you know, wonky. So anyway, your girl's full. I'm just gonna throw this in the fridge, and realistically I'll probably microwave it in like hour or two if I get hungry. Most of the time I'll eat it later on in the day, but I am having lunch on the later side. I got like a late start today. It's 2 o'clock, so I don't even know if I'll eat this today. I might just heat this up tomorrow in the frying pan. So I'll probably see you guys when we make dinner. For dinner, I'm going to be having these meatballs and some green beans with some bulgogi sauce. It is so freaking good. A lot of times when it comes to dinner, I will have some sort of meat and a veg. Like we eat a lot of chicken, ground turkey, salmon. Well, my husband doesn't like salmon, but I like salmon. I'm not a huge veggie person, but I try to eat more now. I also drink a powdered greens mix with water in the morning, just try to get some sort of like greens in my system. I drink that on an empty stomach. It's just food, but I also drink 64 ounces of water, minimum half gallon every day. I can end up eating the rest of my quesadilla, so I'll probably have that for lunch tomorrow. But I'm actually pretty hungry, so I'll probably eat these 3 meatballs and most of these green beans. But that's dinner.
I've noticed that when she eats, she has to have cheese or like sauce on
to mask the taste of food.
Yeah, on everything. And like she can't just eat plain green beans. She has to put a lot of sugar or processed or sodium on her food, regardless of having the surgery or not. I mean, that's just not healthy in general. If I had to go this far to have the surgery, then I'm gonna try to eat just raw, healthy foods with maybe just like salt and pepper and a lot of seasonings, but like stay away from too much sugar, too much sodium, and too much processed stuff.
Surgery, let me know your staples and go-to. It just so happens that today was one of those days I kind of did just eat the 3 meals. Like, it's just kind of what happened today. Like I said, sometimes it's just small, more frequent meals throughout the day. But I know this is going to get me through until we go to bed. If I ever do want a small treat, I'll have some blueberries and raspberries, strawberries, like a little like berry bowl with some fat-free whipped cream. That's been like one of my favorite desserts, or half an apple with some peanut butter. Pretty simple. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys want me to do more what I eat today's, just let me know. I love you guys so much.
There was a tweet that I saw like a long time ago from her. She was talking about how someone was saying something about, oh, maybe you have a dairy allergy and that's like why you break out or something. I forgot exactly what. And she just kind of replied with, I don't care if I have a dairy allergy. Like it's not going to stop me from eating cheese, basically. Something like that. So I'm wondering if, you know how her skin is so broken out? I really do think that she may have like a food allergy to dairy, and she eats a ton of dairy. And I'm wondering if she stopped dairy, if her skin would clear up. My my own thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, me, I can't have chocolate because I break out.
Mm-hmm.
So I limit the amount of times that I eat chocolate, and I only eat it if like I'm really like having a craving for it, and it's only like in smaller quantities. You can tell when I eat chocolate because I'll break out.
You tell us down below what you guys think. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it. Turn on the notification bell, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.